I feel the need for speed. Ow!
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the certified rotten movies that deserve a much higher score on the tomato meter.
Jumanji.
Number 10. Blade 2. The lethal half-vampire returns in this 2002 sequel. In it, Blade teams up with other vampires to vanquish a supernatural enemy.
When they are finished with us, who do you think they'll turn on next? Your precious humans. Not one of them will be left.
We spent 2 years training a small tactical unit, the Blood Pack. We want you to lead them.
2 years.
Despite impressive fight scenes and lots of style, the critical consensus seemed to be that this sequel was mediocre at best. Many fans take umbrage with its 57% rating on Rotten Tomatoes.
You know, Whistler, there's an old saying. Keep your friends close, but keep your enemies closer. You might want to remember that.
With a star as charismatic as Wesley Snipes and a director as gifted as Guillermo del Toro, Blade 2 is more than just another superhero sequel. Film critic Roger Ebert gave it one of its more glowing reviews, calling it even better than the original.
What do you think about that, man?
2 things. 1, I've been on to you since they turned you. 2, it's not a dud.
Oh, great.
Number 9. Legend. An early career Tom Cruise headlines this mid-80s fantasy epic about unicorns, fairies and ogres.
Nothing is more magical. As long as they roam the earth, evil can never harm the pure of heart.
Legend was renowned for its stunning visual elements, even scoring an Oscar nomination for makeup. Alas, it was far from a massive hit with audiences or critics. Reviews cited its sets, effects, and the performance of Tim Curry as the big bad to be the film's only redeeming qualities.
Beneath the skin, we are already one. Was it not your sin trapped the unicorn? Even now, the evil seed of what you have done germinates within you.
While its 43% on Rotten Tomatoes says a lot, it's the 73% audience score that tells the real story. Legend has since found a new life as a cult classic and is overdue for a reappraisal.
You belong here. You're my prince.
Emily Jack.
Number 8. Showgirls. Depending on who you talk to, it's either the worst movie ever made or a cinematic touchstone that's severely misunderstood. The initial critics' reaction to Showgirls is still reflected in its 23% Rotten Tomatoes score.
1, 2, 3, thrust it! Come on, thrust it! Okay. That's enough. Thank you, ladies.
Like many satirical movies, time has been much kinder to it. Following a wannabe showgirl as she discovers the seedy underbelly of Las Vegas, the movie takes a lot of big and vulgar swings. Let's just say its reputation as a major bomb precedes it.
You ever been in one of these?
No.
I was one of one. Some car, isn't it?
It doesn't suck.
Whether you like it for its campy excess or its genuinely sharp cultural critique, Showgirls isn't just worth another look, it's time to realise how ahead of its time it was.
By being in Showgirls, whether it was a good movie or a bad movie, everybody was talking about you.
That's true. And for all the criticism at the time, like here we are a year later and they still talk about it.
Yeah, and you probably thought...
They hated it so much.
And what did they say? Showgirls and Elizabeth Berkley.
Right.
You have total name recognition.
Number 7. Grease 2. Some movies are undercover masterpieces, and then some are just so entertaining it's hard to knock them for not being perfect. Grease 2 definitely belongs in the latter category.
One fine night, I'll be holding on tight to a cool rider.
Starring an early career Michelle Pfeiffer right before she blew up, the retro nostalgia continues in this sequel set in 1961. Pfeiffer leads a new set of pink ladies through a mismatched love story full of high school hijinks, motorcycle gangs, and some misplaced patriotism.
I just seem to know a few big words that impress English teachers, like our friend Miss Mason, that's all.
Well, you impressed me.
While we can't say it's the best movie, Grease 2 does have enough memorable musical numbers and fun to recommend a higher rating than a measly 36%. Number 6. Sucker Punch. If there's one director who's used to making movies that polarize audiences, it's Zack Snyder. Before he turned his attention to the DCEU, Snyder was trying out a different mode of superhero movie.
You see, your fight for survival starts right now. You don't want to be judged? You won't be. You don't think you're strong enough? You are.
Sucker Punch follows Baby Doll, a patient in a mental institution who leads her fellow patients into a shared fantasy where they are training to become warriors. The merging of fantasy and reality leads to some incredibly striking images.
Don't get mad about this.
Largely hated upon release, critics agreed that it was incomprehensible, tasteless, and even boring. This hasn't stopped its fans from praising its themes of female empowerment.
Go and live a normal life. Love. Be free. You have to live for all of us now.
Number 5. Hocus Pocus.
Oh, sweet revenge. Do these to satisfy us work perfectly.
Given how big it was for kids of a certain age, you'd be surprised that this witchy family movie from 1993 wasn't well regarded upon release. Hocus Pocus is a light supernatural comedy about 3 17th century witches transported to the modern day.
To convey gorgeous creatures such as yourselves to your most forbidden desires.
Well, that's it. We desire children.
Hey, that may take me a couple of tries, but I don't think that'd be a problem. Hop on up.
Marvelous.
For as iconic as Bette Midler, Sarah Jessica Parker, and Kathy Najimy are, they couldn't weave their spell over the critics. The movie got a major thumbs down from top critics like Roger Ebert and Gene Siskel.
I don't think that's funny, no. But then what else is the movie about?
There is nothing funny in this movie.
But 90s kids everywhere absolutely don't agree. The movie is beloved enough now to have gotten a sequel nearly 30 years later, and that movie somehow has a better tomato meter rating.
We're just like you guys, that's why we brought you back. You are our idols.
Idols? My favorite word. Thou dost worship us?
Of course.
Number 4. Wet Hot American Summer. Considering that this movie is like the Rosetta Stone for most of the comic geniuses of the 2000s, Wet Hot American Summer's 39% rating is crazy to consider. Set in the early 80s, the movie follows a group of immature camp counselors and staff on their last day of summer camp.
I'm only speaking from personal experience, but if you can't carry a tune, don't come into the audition environment and waste our time. For serious, okay?
Okay, and bring a lot of movement clothes, aka jazz shoes, dance belts, lycras, et al. And seriously, FYI, you guys, this is not an excuse to get out of your regular activities. This is an excuse to do some good musical theater. Featuring a pre-fame Amy Poehler and Bradley Cooper, the ensemble includes Paul Rudd, Janine Garofalo, and Molly Shannon doing some truly unhinged cringe comedy.
It's just that my husband, Ron. No, he's my ex-husband.
From the jump, critics had no idea what to do with it. Audiences have since reclaimed it as a hilarious look at some of the best movie comedians of the past few decades.
Can I talk to you for a second?
Sure.
Okay, well...
Time's up. You said a second.
I want to ask you something.
So you want to talk for more than a second?
Yeah.
What is it then? You think like a couple minutes?
Number 3. Miami Vice.
What do you like to drink?
I'm a fiend for mojitos.
I know a place.
Pardon.
I know what I'm doing.
Michael Mann directed this adaptation of his decade-defining TV show from the 1980s. Miami Vice, the show was noted for balancing its crime stories with immaculate vibes. The movie, which holds a 47% on Rotten Tomatoes, was criticised for the acting of its leads, Jamie Foxx and Colin Farrell, and its underwhelming story.
So where you been?
Hit a couple of jazz clubs, fell back to her place.
Where?
Vidalo.
Where's Vidal?
Suburbs outside Havana.
You went to Havana, Cuba?
No, Havana, Louisiana. Can we have a meeting?
You making moves on Montoya's woman?
No.
You're not making moves on her?
We're making moves on each other.
Oh, so that's supposed to make it all right?
However, many fans of the movie see it as a triumph of neon-soaked vibes, style over substance, and intricate plotting. It makes you feel the story, rather than follow it. If you prefer a sensory experience over a tightly plotted one, Miami Vice is a must-see.
She could be a white-collar money manager. She may even be true love. But she's with them.
Like Trudy would say, I ain't playing.
Number 2. Jumanji. It's the movie that puts you inside the game.
Afraid? You don't even know what afraid is. You will not last 5 minutes without me.
So, you're gonna help us?
Robin Williams does some great comic and dramatic work in this fantasy movie, co-starring Bonnie Hunt and a young Kirsten Dunst. As a man who was sucked into a board game when he was young, he returns 30 years later to finally finish the game.
I'll be right back!
Sorry, Angus.
Harvest time!
Jumanji has everything from a stampede to deadly spiders, earthquakes to massive floods. Contemporary reviews cited the over-reliance on special effects over character, but there's a lot here about nostalgia and growing up that was overlooked when it was first released.
Alan, you wrestled an alligator for me.
It's a crocodile. Alligators don't have that little fringe on the hind leg. Come on.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. Top Gun. There's Tom Cruise, Val Kilmer, intense mid-air dogfights, and shirtless fighter pilots playing volleyball on a sun-soaked beach. Top Gun has something for everyone. It's a beloved classic of 80s action greatness, so why does it only have a critic score of 59%?
Mitchell, I'm sorry about Goose. Everybody liked him. I'm sorry.
This is definitely one instance where the critics got it wrong. Audiences came out in droves to see Cruise exemplify 80s coolness.
You are direct, aren't you? Sorry, I was late.
I'm sorry for being direct.
No apologies.
This is arguably where he begins to build the action star persona he's carried on through the entire Mission Impossible series. Equal parts action thriller and time capsule, Top Gun deserves a massive bump on the tomato meter.
You are still dangerous. You can be my wingman anytime.
Well, you can be mine.
Do you agree with our picks? Tell us in the comments.